number 5, sophomore, Sam. Also at guard, number 15, junior, Evan Parker. Starting at forward, number 11, number 12, junior, Andrew Gribbon. Also at forward, number 23, junior, Luke Martin. And starting at center, number 34, senior, Pat Lee. Montpelier was coached by Joe Solano. Lovely Mounties, starting at guard, number 11, senior, Jared Margolin. Also at guard, number 22, sophomore, Brandon Mercado. At third guard in the lineup, number 20, junior, Nolan Rhodes. Starting at forward, number 13, junior, Ryan Carter. And at the other forward, number 21, senior, Jake Palestra. MSJ is coached by Pat Paquette. Would you please rise for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Beth Gabatel.
They got some shooters. We're going to make adjustments, all right? You guys understand that? And one man on the wings? Listen.
That gentleman standing right there is Jimmy Shortle. He's going to be one of the officials for tonight's consolation game. You've met the starting lineups. Montpelier in the green uniforms, MSJ in the white. We had the national anthem sung by Beth Garbatelli. Beautiful job. I couldn't get her on camera because she stands around the corner. The microphone cord is so short she can't come out any further, but I just wanted you to be able to hear her wonderful voice. And again, two teams that got into the consolation game playing very exciting opening round nights. MSJ losing in double overtime to Otter Valley, and then literally with 2 seconds left on the clock, Montpelier losing to Fairhaven. So there's a lot of parity in this tournament this year, and this game should be no exception. This should be a very close, equal, nail-biting type finish. That's going to be Rhodes with the touch, MSJ in the white uniforms. We're at the Common Avenue Gym. I'm Jim. I'm Jerry Munger, and we are here in Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15. And MSJ wanting to get up to a quick start here as Balester will drive, get inside the paint, travel. Yeah, almost like turning an ankle, but he did travel, and that's going to be a turnover. So the opening possession will result with 17 seconds of time off the clock. And the ball going over to Montpelier. And it's going to be one guy right here you got to really watch for Montpelier. This is Brigham, number 5, and he played an outstanding game tonight, along with number 12, Gribbons, who had the touch. But they shot the outside shot very well as a team. And the inside game was between Lean, number 33, and the big guy I thought really didn't get used enough was Luke Martin, number 23. And this is the consolation game. We'll have the championship game for you at a later date on Channel 15. That was a missed shot. Actually missed everything. The rebound came down. Montpelier with the basketball, trying to go baseline, wrap the pass around, knocked away by Balestra. Here comes Rhodes on no numbers there. He had a 2-on-3 situation. A little trailer. Mercado who had 6 3-pointers the other night. Carter kept it alive, and he kept it alive so his team will get the ball back. Ryan Carter, number 13, doing a nice job down along the baseline. And I'll widen the shot here so you can watch this inbounds play unfold. And they'll go to Margolin, and they'll bring it back. Mercado, he'll create a little space. Now Margolin in the second half, in the third quarter actually of the opening round, kind of turned on his offense and looked for a shot. And great pass down inside. Rhodes can't connect. Tip. And that was Mercado also in there. It's going to finally become Montpelier ball. We're waiting for the first score of the basketball game. 6:42 to go. Gribbins, I believe it's going to go off from his. Yeah, what happened? He drove to the lane and just kind of bobbled the ball in exchange, trying to go for the layup. And with 6:37 to go, it's 0-0 consolation game at the PEGTV's feature presentation right now. And again, PEGTV is www.pegtv.com. A lot of information on that website. I'll tell you that every Saturday at 4 o'clock, program director Tom Leipold starts playing games of the week. Carter to the hole and did everything but finish. Oh, to say that the weather's changed to cold, wintry weather outside kind of matches the shooting so far inside. It's been cold shooting right now. Gribbins, able to zip the ball through, and Parker had it, lost it. Carter with the steal, pushes it ahead, gets it to Margolin to go to the hole. Foul! Margolin able to get out there and run, and Carter able to be smart enough to control the ball, but he pushed it forward to Margolin, and Jared Margolin at the line should be shooting a couple. First foul of the game goes against Gribbins of Montpelier. And we've broken the tie. It's 1-0 MSJ. And that took a minute 57 seconds to go, and he gets them both. 2-zip the Mounties against Montpelier. Again, Fairhaven Otter Valley in the championship game. That'll be up on 15. The Knicks on deck. We'll see who's going to win here. And don't be surprised if this goes to a last-second shot for a win or an overtime type situation. Carter along the baseline. Got it. What a pass from Margolin. Oh, and Carter, the big guy, just trucking it down the baseline. Nice catch by Martin. He'll turn left hand. No good. Rebound. Martin turns. Blocked by Rhodes. Time to block. Fade away. Got it. That was Parker this time. And I'll catch up to the action now. Margolin to the hole and the finish. And I like to see a lot more of that. 6-2. And he's got the ability to be a big scorer. I know his job is to set the table and assist, dish the ball out. Oh, another block. Oh, get out of my house, they said. MSJ with a couple monster blocks early on here in Balestra. We'll give it to the trailer, Mercado. Mercado waits for the cut from Carter. He'll ball fake, drive the paint, kick it back out to Margolin, and good defense by Brigham. Got out there and took away a clean shot. Mercado with the catch, the spin, the fade away. Got it. 2-pointer for Mercado. 8-2. MSJ with the lead in the consolation game at the MSJ tip-off tournament. Tell you, after the Friday night games with the buzzer beater in regulation, right to lean off from the hands of Balestra. Right place, right time, got the results he wanted, got the bucket. 8-4 now. Montpelier down 4. They're on the defense with the dark green uniforms on. Segali getting set to check in for Montpelier. Margolin can't get the bounce to go his way. And boy, look at that. Keeping it alive was Carter. Got it! Oh, Ryan Carter. Playing like a 6'7" guy out there. Okay, he's got to be at least 6, maybe 6'1", but he's playing big, getting in there, being physical, making the tip of the ball, keeping it alive, and got a timeout called by Montpelier, down 10-4, 4:16 to go in the first quarter of play. There's been a lot of flow. There's only been one foul called, not a lot of whistles stopping the basketball game. And I'll tell you, looking at the Mounties, they have Jared Margolin, number 11, in looking at the white uniforms for MSJ. Nick Webster's number 12. I haven't seen him out there actually ever, so I don't know if he exists or not. Ryan Carter's 13, Ben Benedict 14, Alan Salters 15, Owen Rhodes 20, Jacob Balestra 21, Brandon Mercado 22, Ryan Gilbert 23, Chris Reedy 24, Ben Sexton 25, and Ryan Ritter is number 30, and that will complete the roster. I'll do Montpelier next time. Gribbins bringing the ball into Segali, and Segali now. He had a good touch the other night, both outside and on the slash. He moves to the basket. Number 3 I'm talking about for Montpelier. Got a foul. Carter would be called for the foul. Number 13 over in that far corner of the Common Avenue gym. And got the push up. Now Montpelier in their game against Fairhaven liked the up-tempo. When they could get the tempo going and push the ball down the floor, they seemed much more comfortable. Now MSJ also would like to get it up-tempo, so it's just a matter of, oh, there's a kick down there. Must have been an offensive kick. Ball will go out of bounds, and so MSJ will have the basketball. No pressure in the back court to this point by either side. And we're at 4 minutes to go. We're at the midway point of the first quarter. Mounties up 10-4, and Margolin with 4 points in the contest. And his pass intended for Balestra. Yeah, kind of a long floater right there, and they're lucky it was just slapped out of bounds, not taken away. Yeah, Mercado going to be right in the corner here, and yeah, that's just what the coach was telling them. If they're going to cheat that much defensively and go that far away in the corner, that's going to open up the high post for that pass. And Mercado is going to have to move along the baseline where the ball went out of bounds, and MSJ will be able to set the box formation up underneath their own basket now. They look inside, nothing there. They'll come out to Rhodes. Remember, no shot clock in the state of Vermont. And Margolin lost his mouthpiece, and they'll go inside to Carter. And oh, what a pass from Carter to Rhodes. Rhodes got to get out of the paint, and now Margolin on the drive gets to the free throw line, gets cut off by Segali. They'll go back to Mercado. Nice patience. Oh, his pass was too flat. It was taken away, and nice job transitional defense by MSJ, and that's going to be all air. Caught, pump fake, up, finish. Nice job of getting the finish out there. Makes it 10-6, and that will bring Chris Reedy off the bench for his first action. Of course, Reedy coming off a monster performance in their double overtime loss to Otter Valley. And they're going to give Ryan Carter a break here, well-deserved break. He was hustling up and down the floor. And you see Parker bringing the ball into Segali. Play toss and catch coming up. And boy, I haven't seen Brigham in a long time now. On the other night's games, Friday night's games, Brigham, the point guard, hardly ever came out. Mercado fields the contact, spins away, left hand, all pretty move. Didn't get the finish, but will draw the foul. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Brandon Mercado. And the foul called on Segali, and Mercado now coming up to the line with 3:02 to go in a 10-6 ball game. Mounties with a lead, trying to add to it here from the free throw line. No, that's a teaser, but it wouldn't drop in. And that is just the second team foul. And he'll get that one to drop, makes it 11-6, and Segali quickly will get the ball in bounds. As he calls off his teammate, you can see he had different plans. He wanted to go down inside on the cut after he got the pass, and they'll come on this side. And boy, look at that, nice trap, and oh, they let him get out of it. They get it to Martin, he'll pick it up, go up to the left hand, and finish it. Once they let him escape the trap, they were in a lot of trouble, and that'll make it 11-8 now. That lead down to just 3. Oh, Mercado might have got to wait a few steps on that one. That's home cooking, and then 1 and out, and they'll come down. And here's a quick push up ahead to Parker. Parker wants to go down inside, ball slapped back, and Balestra hard into the padding on the wall, and they're going to have Rhodes come out and Carter come back in and take his spot now. So we're going to have Reedy and Carter in the ball game at the same time. That's a lot of muscle, a lot of size in there right now for MSJ. We're down to 2:25 and first quarter action. Consolation game, 3-ball for the tie. No. Rebound will come back up. He's too far along the baseline, steps toward the bucket. Oh, that wouldn't happen. He did everything but put the ball through the cylinder, and that's going to be saved. Margolin up ahead. Oh, Carter. Yep. He hustled it down the floor and just might have been thinking about the basket before he actually secured the ball. Good hustle, though, by Ryan. Good pass. Things like that will happen. Gilbert coming in now, Ryan Gilbert. And here comes Brigham, number 5. So Brigham coming back in for Evan Parker for Montpelier. And you see Jim Shortle awaiting number 21 to make an appearance. It's Tyler Everett. Everett will bring the ball into play for Montpelier. Again, Montpelier had the lead with literally 2 seconds, or 1.8 seconds to be exact, on the game clock against Fairhaven, and Fairhaven's Hernandez hitting a 3-point shot, off balance, falling away to give them the Fairhaven the last second win. MSJ going to double overtime against Otter Valley. Came up a little bit short, and there's the shot, the catch, the no finish on it. Mercado rebounds up ahead to Margolin. No, but look at that hustle. Look at the hustle. Gilbert down the floor. Oh, good hustle all the way around for everybody involved in the play. Reedy got up and altered the shot, actually got in a line of view, and then on a takeaway, Everett, contact, little shuffle shot, no good. Now here comes Carter. Carter will bring it up himself. He doesn't need a guard. Maybe he does. Yeah, I think he did. That was awesome. That's going to be his second foul. Oh, he's such a big, strong kid that he had all his momentum going forward. And he just couldn't find those breaks. Oh. Hey, right idea. They told him to pick up the tempo, and that's like turning on a steamroller and then just getting out of the way and letting it ride by itself. So Montpelier with a minute 20 to go down 5-13 to 8 first quarter action. Segali wants to give the ball back on that side to Everett. He's going to drive, and boy, he is persistent. Oh, they go to the boards hard. Ball will pop free to Segali. They'll give it up in the corner. They'll push it inside, turns, fires. No. Look at Ween get inside, keep the ball alive. Reedy had it taken away from him. There's the spin and the foul and everything but the basket. Yep. Gobenat looking good out there, number 24. Now, Gobenat wasn't here the other night for Montpelier. And we had a timeout called by MSJ, so now we're going to have them zoom over here. We'll get Montpelier settled down. It's a full timeout. We'll go through their roster for you right now. Montpelier, coached by Joe Salerno. And like I said, they lost to Fairhaven in the opening round. They have Nathan Segali, number 3. Kyle Martins, number 4. Sam Brigham, 5. Vanja Popovic, number 10. Dylan Hallsmith, 11. Andrew Gribben, 12. Evan Parker, 15. Sean Dowling wears 20. 21 is Tyler Everett. 23 is Luke Martin. Kevin Q is 25. Pat Lee is 33. And Chris Gobenat is number 24. And they have done a nice job of coming out here, weathering MSJ, who's on the home court, trying to make a statement here after their double overtime loss. And I'll tell you, each team went out with good intensity. It took a little while to get the shooting touch going for both sides, and that was an MSJ timeout. And one thing they wanted to really emphasize in the huddle, as I could hear Coach talking, was boxing out, getting a body, and stopping these second and third chances offensively on the boards for Montpelier, and that's going to send Gobenat to the line. And that was the third team foul on MSJ, only 2 on Montpelier. And that shot will be good. That shot will be better than good. It was a swish. So Gobenat will get back up there. Like I said, he was not here for the opening round game, and looks like he could be a big part of what was missing piece the other night. Reedy trips over the free throw line, and he'll get up and get the ball, and now he'll go back to Margolin back in the center of the floor. There's the trap. It's coming out of that timeout. You see a little different defense. Well, actually not a little. You see a huge different defense being played by Montpelier with the trap. Mounties were able to get it up in the front court. It's a little clumsy. Oh, nice ball fake. Oh, nice dish. He wasn't expecting it. Ben Sexton in the ball game right there. I don't think he was really expecting the pass. It was a beauty. And he'll bobble it out of bounds. And we'll stay 13-10 MSJ. And yeah, that guy in the background is Jimmy Shortle here calling the basketball game, doing a fine job. That's deep in the corner, and it's tied at 13. Yeah, this press here, MSJ to Gilbert. They'll go back to Mercado. And he'll throw back to Gilbert. He'll break the front court, or break the timeline in the front court and travel. Yeah, he did. Good call by Chris on the trail here, and it'll be a turnover. Now, yeah, there is plenty of time here, 21.7 seconds to go to get Montpelier with Brigham with the basketball. See what they want to run here in the final 21 seconds. We've got 13 all ball game, and boy, a long floater of a pass. He's trying it again, and I thought he was going to get the bounce. Lean with the rebound, got it off. He was under the basket and still got it. Montpelier will have their first lead at 15-13. Sexton to Gilbert. 2 seconds, 1 second. It'll count. It'll count. No, it's not going to happen. And Montpelier with a big finish to the first quarter play. We'll head into the second quarter up to 15-13 over MSJ in the consolation game on Munger Vision. MSJ basketball as we get things going here in the second quarter. And again, you play to have a winner. If we get a tie, as we saw the other night, MSJ with Otter Valley, they played 2 overtimes before Otter Valley able to pull it out. And that's what the championship's going to be. Fairhaven and Otter Valley, old foes getting together in the title game. Should be a very noisy crowd, very good fans from both sides, good support. Margolin rolls it in for point number 6 on the night, and that'll tie it up at 15. And the Mounties now with a little variation here. They're just trying to learn Pat Paquette's press situation. And boy, I tell you what, Lean and company from Montpelier just shredded it. Yeah, now I want to give the ball back to Margolin. He'll take a dribble, work up cautiously down the sideline. There's a pass forward to Mercado, and interesting call. It'll be last touch by Mercado out of bounds. The press is causing a little problem to MSJ. And like I said, first-year coach Pat Paquette told me that after the first game, that his team's still learning the trap as far as when they're on defense, trying to set up a trap in the backcourt. And they've been working on it. It's been tipped. It's been tipped. We got a foul called on Brigham, I think, by his reaction. 5. So it'll be Brigham with the foul. And MSJ with the ball on the side out right in front of the Montpelier bench. That's his first personal foul, and each team with 3 team fouls. There hasn't been a ton of whistles, so I like that. And, they read it, they stole it, and they're going to get fouled. Yep, Mercado will pick up the foul. Everett, number 21, with the steal, almost like he was in the huddle and knew what the play was going to be. Now bring in Balestra, number 21. That's the first foul on Mercado, 4th on the team, and 2 shots coming up for Everett. And that means Balestra will have to wait till the second shot to come in for MSJ. They're down 17-15 in the first free throw up, and they're still down 17-15. We've played 41 seconds of the second quarter. Mercado's going to sit down and take a breather. Second shot coming up by Everett. He'll can that one. That one looked pretty. He'll get 1 and 2. And Reedy will bring the ball into Gilbert, and they'll come back to Margolin. And he'll work the ball up. And boy, I tell you, Montpelier coming out with a lot of different looks tonight. And not only, I mean, we're only through 1 quarter plus, not quite through a quarter and a half yet. And we've already seen Montpelier. You know that snow date? We had, okay, just to give you a time delay here, they played Friday, both these teams did, got eliminated from the championship game. Oh, Reedy gets the bucket. Reedy was hot in the opening round, and he looks like he's going to stay hot here. They get it up to Brigham. There's the long diagonal pass, mishandled by Lean. He'll give the ball back to Everett. Everett wants to turn, hook, curl, and come back to the elbow, takes the bump, and yeah, now Balestra will come out to contest the ball. Oh, Lean would like to have that one over again. Had Lean wide open. Yeah, and Lean telling Everett, afterwards he settled down, it was more like Lean should have looked that one into his hands. 18-17, Montpelier with a 1-point lead. And up ahead to Margolin, a much better job of getting the ball to the middle to break the press to the big man. Balestra for his first 3-pointer. Got it! He had a couple in the opening quarter Friday night, and then he had one late. He had 3 3-pointers. That's his first one tonight, and well, Balestra off the bench with the rebound up ahead to Margolin. Margolin off to the races, up, over, underneath, and in the basket. 8 points for Margolin. And he took it right to Brigham, too. That's quick on quick right there. 22-18. MSJ with a nice burst here of energy in the second quarter. Reedy with the steal will go off to Margolin. Margolin works it to the right elbow. Margolin will penetrate to, oh, they had a hold of his jersey, no call. Reedy turns and no. Long rebound picked up by Brigham. Brigham had the ball knocked away to Rhodes, back to Margolin. 3-ball for Margolin, no. Boy, I tell you, had a good open look. Reedy coming off the bench, Gilbert coming off the bench, and Balestra coming back into the ballgame. That kind of put a lot of energy into the MSJ side, and that's coming right at us, and oh, good hustle everywhere. Rhodes just coming back into the arena. 22-18, 5:24 to go. MSJ with the lead second quarter action, and timeout called by Montpelier. And as we take a look at the Pat Paquette and his MSJ squad, I just wanted to go over again. Friday night, these two teams played. MSJ played a double overtime, a very emotional game. They lost. Montpelier played a game that they trailed by 12. Came back to take the lead with 2 seconds to go and lost that game. I wonder if the snowstorm that came Monday that delayed this game by 24 hours is why we're seeing such good basketball right now in the second quarter, is that the teams were able to get another day to get those losses behind them. Not physically, but emotionally. That's an emotional thing to have such intense games and then have to turn around and get intense again and play in a consolation game. So I'm just wondering if that snow day really wasn't a blessing in disguise for the players, not for us old guys who had to shovel and stuff and driving it. But like I said, the man, Jim Shortle right there, one of the best officials in the state of Vermont, outstanding athlete, good player, good coach. Runs that Rutland Rec Pride tackle football program. He's involved in all kinds of youth-oriented events and projects, and does just a nice job. Good guy. 3 ball way outside, and that's going to be short, and who touched it? Went off from Reedy's hands out of bounds. That's just it's a natural reaction to reach out for a ball like that. And Sigali looking, gets the pass in, and they'll have Parker to Sigali, and lost the dribble, comes back and play toss and catch. Brigham not in there right now, and it's a different looking club without Brigham. There's much more hesitation. Sigali up, got it, 3 ball for Sigali. Boy, did they need that. 22-21, that kind of stops the MSJ, it does stop the MSJ runs momentum-wise. Mercado back in the game, dribbles through quite a crowd and tosses it over to Balestra. Balestra now will go back inside to Gilbert, and he's in a whole lot of trouble out there, and yeah, he was standing out of bounds. They never did get their gapping, their spacing right on that. Now Margolin, after a very brief rest, will come right back into the contest. And Gabinow coming back in for Montpelier, played very well in that first quarter, and he's back in the ball game now wearing number 24. And Carter getting set to come back. That's going to be out of play. Misplayed by Gabinow, out of bounds. Carter, 13, back in the basketball game for MSJ. He'll replace Rhodes. So both teams really shuffling through personnel, and especially if you're going to see a lot of pressing and they're coming off emotional games. That good to get players in there. Early season action, non-conference game. Get everybody some experience. Margolin wanted to go behind his back, didn't bring the ball with him. Goes off to Mercado, now down in the quarter. Waits for Balestra. He'll make the move. See, Balestra, good-sized kid. He's got an advantage if he wants to shoot over Sigali. Margolin. They're going to leave him alone. He's going to drain it. You can't leave Margolin out there. It's 11 points for Margolin in the first half of play. And like I said, Friday night, they really need him. Yeah, he's a great assist man, but they really need him to become the shooter, the scorer that he is. Parker got the defender in the air. He's able to pull it down without getting a foul. Goes to Sigali, down to Martin. Martin will play a little inside-outside game. Sigali looking for another 3, no good. Balestra with the box out was fouled by Gabinow. And that's going to be the 4th team foul on Montpelier, and the first on Gabinow. And now Sigali's going to come back. They're going to give him another different look here defensively, as he'll pick up Margolin. And now Margolin looking for help. They're trying to deny Margolin the ball. They want somebody else other than Margolin to bring the basketball up. That's what the object here of their press is, because they left Mercado. Now they'll come back to Margolin. And they pulled back, actually. They changed the defense. So when they saw the reaction to the MSJ squad. Carter. But I tell you, he put the ball on the floor and it came up hard on him. That threw the whole move off that he wanted to make down inside. And MSJ able to recover the basketball though, and they have that 25-21 lead in the consolation game. MSJ in the white, Montpelier in the green, and this is going to be MSJ's Mercado. And he's trying to isolate and break down his opponent, and took it in, drew the foul. Yeah, he went one-on-one and drew the foul, and that should be 2 shots coming up. That's a 5th team foul, but he was fouled in the act of shooting, so Brandon Mercado at the line, and he's going to get set here to usually pretty good from the line. Let's see how he is here early on in the contest. 3:27 to go in the first half of play, and that looks pretty good to me. Now make it 26-21. Mounties by 5 points. Each team's enjoyed little runs during the contest. Like I said, this tournament this year, because remember they had it for a couple years, I think 3 years, and they stopped it for a year, and then they brought it back. And there'll be a turnover on Parker. Or Everett, I am sorry, that's Everett that turned the ball over, number 21 for Montpelier. But I think parity is the word. I mean, any 4 of these teams, just the way they had to win the last second fashion in double overtime, and then the closest in tonight's game in the consolation game, I think you're going to see the title game be tight. I think this is probably the most equally matched foursomes I've seen in the tournament's history. Margolin open again. Will he get the bounce? No, it teased the set on the rim. Mercado will take it out. Recycle the offense. There's the penetration. There's the dish. There's going to be the block foul. That was great ball movement. And it all started with Margolin, who just hit a 3-pointer, being outside. The defender rushed at him. He was able to put it on the floor, go by and penetrate. When they drew the defense to him, he kicked it off, and then they had Carter slide along the baseline, go strong into the hole, and get fouled. And Alan Saltis getting set for MSJ to come in number 15. He was on the bench the other night, but unable to play, and now he's eligible to play. Saltis will be coming in for Reedy. And that switch taking place with 2:52 to go. Actually, there's a big round of applause behind me, and I just saw why. They have male cheerleaders all painted up coming into the contest. I'll get a shot of them later. They want to swing the ball down. Carter saved it and walked. The tight line saved and bounced. Margolin with the magical dribbling ability he has, able to get it, go behind the back, keep the ball alive, get inside the paint, kicks it out to Balestra. He's going to tee it up, and now it won't go down for him this time. He had a little problem handling the ball. That might have thrown off the rhythm of the shot, and here comes Montpelier in a wide open affair, and that's got an offensive foul. That's an excellent call by Jim. You know what he did there that caused that? He dropped his shoulder and never put the shot up. Remember, watch that play again. He never took a shot. He just put his shoulder down and hit him. You got to at least fake a shot. So 2:29 to go, 7-point ball game, and here comes MSJ and Sigali in the back court for Montpelier. And again, they're going to pull out and just have my goal and bring the basketball up. And MSJ, again, each team started off shooting a little bit cold, and MSJ is doing a much better job. Like that, hitting that three-pointer for Mercado, and he had 6 the other night, and he's picking right up there. It's a double-digit lead, 31-21. Mounties up by 10, and MSJ with a little press of their own. Gribbins come across to Martin. He'll go to the hole, and I don't understand why they don't use Luke Martin more like that. He seems to be almost an unstoppable player when they give him the ball below the free throw line, and that's going to be a turnover. 31-23, and it's going to be a turnover, and Gribbins will have the basketball for Montpelier, and he's going to go to Sigali, and Sigali will be picked up by Margolin. Back to Gribbins. Gribbins will work it to the elbow, toss over the top of the defense, and they have Saltis in the middle of the zone right there, and look at it, it got on the baseline. Coach just asked how that got through there from MSJ because, and Gabino, it's going to be fouled. 2 shots coming up for Gabino. On a 2-3 zone on a diagonal pass like that, all the way across the paint, never should have made it to its target. Coach told them to grab the ball. Oh, that's funny. Because you could just feel them. And now Reedy will come in for Carter for MSJ with 1:39 to go in the half. Mounties up by 7, 31-24. And Chris Gabino at the line, and he's not going to get the second one. Reedy will get the rebound. It's a 1-and-out. Goes to Balestra. He's able to handle the pass. It's a little hot potato at first. Now he'll work it up himself. Quite a versatile player, Balestra is, because he can stand outside and take the three like we've seen. He can go inside and bang with his shoulders because he's a big kid. And Mercado got it again. 2-pointer. He's starting to heat up. Mercado with 5 points in the last minute or two here from the outside. Oh, I tell you, they'd worked it, Gabino to Martin, and he just mishandled the ball. I think he was thinking about the finish before he secured the basketball, but they were running the break nicely, a 2-on-1, and Balestra will take the ball out of bounds, and that backcourt getting a little more crowded now. Yeah, they'll get it into Margolin. And again, there's a 10-second count in the backcourt, and I'm not sure that was the pass they wanted. They're going to be very fortunate to get the basketball back. I just want to show you these guys here that came in. These guys got a hand of applause when they came in. First of all, with no shirts on. It's not that warm out. And second of all, for not having a speck of hair on their body, on their chest, so they could paint it and not have to worry about that. But that's youth. Oh, what a drive by Margolin. 13 points now for Margolin. They'll make it 35-24, and Saltis somehow didn't get the steal. Somehow there was no foul called. And now they'll have Montpelier set up the basketball. Saltis laid there for a split second. I think he thought there had to be a whistle. Up, and away! A three-pointer. 35-27, Mounties by 8. They get it to Saltis in the middle of the floor, and he'll bounce pass it off to Mercado. He'll slash along the baseline, force it up, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Montpelier. They're trying to get Gribbins under control. He does, kills the dribble, needs some help, and we'll go into the front court now to Gabino. 10 seconds to go on the clock in the second quarter. 3-ball, no, it won't happen. The tip, no good. The ball will come back to the free throw line. They'll get it ahead to Mercado, and I don't think he's going to have time. Nope. MSJ with a good run in the second quarter. will have a 35-27 lead over Montpelier going into the half in the consolation game on Munger Vision. But don't forget, Montpelier in the opening round was down by 12 at the half, and they came back and were within one shot of winning the basketball game. Brigham back in there with Gribbins, and that's Brigham with the basketball. He didn't play a lot in the first half. I'm not sure if he's injured or what's going on, but there's a turnover, and they'll come down now. A 2-on-1, Margolin will lay the pass out, get the ball back. Foul, yeah. They got it down to Carter. They grabbed his arm, and Ryan Carter will be going to the line to shoot two. Martin will get the foul. Luke Martin will get the foul, number 23. So Ryan Carter hustling down the floor, and that could have been probably a one pass too many situation here, but they'll still go to the free throw line, shoot a couple. 15 seconds gone in the third quarter play, and that's the second foul on Martin. First on the team. And Carter perfect from the line. Now push the lead to 36-27. Did hit double digits at one point in the first half of play, and that's going to go. He got them both. And see, Valesca trying to get to the press, got cut off, and yeah, they want to trap. Boy, there's a lot of white jerseys on one side of the floor, and somebody had to be open all the way across court, and they found Martin to go back to Brigham. Now to Gribbins. Gribbins back to Brigham. Brigham's the key to this thing. That's what I think after watching Montpelier play. They got to get him back in the ball and get him involved. And that's going to rim out on him. There's a rebound by Lean, and boy, he had a chance on his first position to go back up with the shot. Like it not, and that's going to be the second foul, and Brigham will pick it up, and yeah, blocking foul called, and Carter's got to come out of the ball game. He's got a bloody nose going right now, so he'll jump out of the ball game. They're going to have Chris Reedy take his spot. 37-27, MSJ up by 10, and we're going to have Balestra take the basketball out of bounds right in front of me here. Again, Tom Leipold, the program director at Channel 15, wants you to know every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he starts, whoever brings sports in, whatever sports he's got, he just starts putting all the sports on at 4 o'clock Saturdays, and you can just watch it all day, all night long. Got a foul called on Rhodes, reached in and got the foul called. Be the first team foul on the Mounties here in this second half of play. 59 seconds have elapsed in the third quarter, and MSJ has been able to push the lead to 10. That's the first foul on Rhodes, and Mounties in the backcourt. Each team's done a good job. Remember, they've seen each other, they've watched each other, spectators play the other night. Boy, Lean had his shot altered by Rhodes. Rhodes did it without picking up a foul. But I start to say they put a little wrinkle in, a couple new looks in, just because they were scouted the other night. And it comes right down to Reedy. He twists, he bends, he'll kick it out. This is Balestra, not going to get it this time, and going to have a push from behind. Perfect block out by Reedy. Shortle with another excellent call on the floor. And yeah, you see it right there, and that's going to be 3 fouls now as a team with just a tad over a minute and a half gone. Reedy will get it, kind of played with it for a second. We'll hand it out to Mercado. And they're right on Mercado. He had a couple threes and another long distance two-pointer. And Margolin had a big first half shooting the basketball. And they'll just run the weave up top, run a little motion up top. Mercado wants to go baseline, draws the contact, goes to Reedy. Got it, Reedy. Nice job by Mercado, drawing the defender to him off the baseline. Knew somebody'd have to be open, and there's Mercado the other end. Had to steal and launched it out of bounds. Very, very quick player, Mercado is. He'll call the play and stay out of bounds to bring the ball into play. They're going to bring in for Montpelier, number 21, Tyler Everett. So Everett, 21, coming in. He had a good first half for Montpelier. They're down 12. That's the largest lead of the contest for either side. Margolin with the catch, the penetration, the kick back out. Reedy will step inside, get below the free throw line, roll to the basket, and get it! Oh, see, he wanted to set it up to his shot. That's why he took the step inside, even though he was open. 14-point lead for MSJ, 41-27. And Everett with the basketball, being guarded by Margolin. They'll go down. And no, Parker was short, and it's a 1 and out, and Reedy. They told him to push it, but he needs somebody to pass the ball to, and they cut off his outlet pass to Margolin. He'll go to Balestra now between circles, give it off to Margolin. He'll go behind the back, fade away from the free throw line, and oh, darn thing wouldn't go. Pretty move, though, by Margolin. So quick out there. And they'll come off to Brigham. Brigham having an off night for Montpelier, and he needs to get game back on here to get his team into it. He's going to try a 3-ball. No, around it goes, pops back out. Martin will make the catch, and this is going to be from the outside, and he got it. 3-pointer for Parker, for Everett. Yeah, and they want to get the ball into the middle of the floor to the big man, and they bring it back on the trail to Mercado. He'll cross the timeline. He'll be below the free throw line. He'll give it off to Reedy. He'll set, and no, can't deliver the knockout punch this time, and fight for the ball. Go out of bounds off from MSJ. Mercado and Rhodes there, and Carter coming back in for, I believe, Rhodes for MSJ. So, yeah, they got the nose to stop bleeding on Carter, and they'll have Rhodes sit down and take a breather. 4:49 to go in a 41-30 ball game, third quarter action. Mounties with the lead. They give it back, and there's a foul. That was a nice job that time of exploiting the middle of the floor on the press. Made him get it up into the paint, drive to the hole, and draw the foul. Evan Parker at the line. So Parker will be awarded a couple shots here. They'll stop the clock with 4:43. And he'll get it. He'll get the first one. That foul called on Balestra, his first personal foul. And Parker on his second shot. Just pretty as can be, drops it in. Yeah, now the press. It's a good job here. They need turnovers. They need to throw MSJ out of their rhythm, but they need to crank up their own intensity. Montpelier, a lot of teams can go to the press net, gets their intensity going. Margolan, great dish. Carter with the finish, yes. Margola just like a jitterbug. Got down there and got on that baseline, and should be green basketball. That's what they call it. It's going to be Montpelier with the basketball down by 11, 43-32. So each team holding nothing back here in this third quarter play. Each have come out and ran two different looks on their backcourt pressure. Nice catch in the front court, and then the look and the finish by Lean the other way. They'll go up top to Balestra, and Balestra into the front court will look inside, take it to the outside, wants to kick it back outside, get to the Margola, and he'll swing it to Mercado, and he's just going to go to the hole with it, and he got it. 3-pointer for Mercado. I'll tell you what, their shooting percentage compared to the other night has skyrocketed here tonight. I'm talking about MSJ, and a turnover as Greg McCormick on the radio with a nice catch. Still got it. Yeah. And you can see some of the crowd here. And now you always hear me talk about Jerry McGinnis. Big supporter of Munger Vision and Channel 15 and all the kids' sports. That handsome gentleman right there in the dark shirt and the white hair with that beautiful woman sitting next to him. That's Jerry McGinnis right there, and that's his daughter Maureen wearing the MSJ shirt. And again, that's hats off to him. He's always here, always supporting the crowd. And Kevin Margolan right there in front of him. And of course, his son Jared Margolan out here running the show tonight on the floor, doing a nice job offensively. A lot of the other crowd, Mr. Hijack, he's at every sporting event that I tape. He goes to more sports than I do. Good to see all that community support and different gyms, different games. And I tell you get out and watch a game live, you'll be joining these people. It's a good atmosphere, it's fun, it's inexpensive, and it's a way to get behind the youth in the area. 46-34, coming off the big play made by Lakes Region Radio, Greg McCormick. There's my goal, and he's nearing the 20-point mark. I am at 17 unofficially, but I am unofficial. They're going to throw back to Segali. Now, it's been a long time since Segali's been back in the ballgame, number 3 for Montpelier. And they go down inside the Lean. He'll pivot, turn, fire. Oh, nice job. They got the ball down below the free throw line, and Lean just took it to the hole and drew the foul. And I think what the argument is, no free throws. They're saying prior to the shot on the floor. And that's what the big controversy is right here. Well, no, he's being good. He's a coach. He's got a right to ask a question. He's been here a couple years for the tournament, and he's been a good guy. He had a right to ask a question. Very gentlemanly about it. That's a good job. Oh, Balestra knocked it away from Lean. Went to Reedy, goes to Mercado. Mercado got to the free throw line, wants to go back to Gilbert, who's in the ballgame, Margolan. Now Gilbert can hit from out there, and he won't that time. And the rebound will come out, and here comes a break the other way. up and hard off the backboard. He heard footsteps. Gilbert will hit the deck, not before he gets the pass off, and it's been a fun third quarter. Each team getting it up and down the floor. Reedy doesn't have to reverse their helm for him to reverse the ball. Let the big man go to the hole. 50-34, MSJ's lead at 16, and yeah, good hustle by Balestra. So we're going to have the ball taken out of bounds by Gribbins. And Martin coming back in the ball game along with Gabinote for Montpelier. Those is Scally with the basketball. And those changes were for Montpelier. And Everett in the ball game, 21 also. Montpelier having a lot of problem handling the defense right now. They've turned the ball over an awful lot here in this third quarter. There's the baseline, there's the catch, Gabinote up, and boy, Reedy did a good job of just staying straight up. There's the foul. Offensive glass by Martin, and he drew the foul, and I can't say it enough. I don't understand why Martin's not more an integral part of their offensive scheme here for Montpelier. He's a rugged built kid, and he gets inside, and he's got a nice spin on the left hand with a shot, and that stops the clock with 2:32 to go as Balestra picked up his second personal foul. Each team with 14 fouls, and the first shot missed by Martin. And that's good. And Reedy to Margolin. And I think one of the big differences tonight, too, has been Margolin's involvement and willingness to shoot the ball more. And Mercado, oh, did he slide and glide and then just kissed it off the glass and in. 52-35. The Mounties enjoying a big night of high percentage shooting. Well, actually, they're shooting a good percentage. A lot of the shots come from outside three-point range, but the ball's going in the hole. To make it really simple, it's going in well for him tonight. There's the drive. Gribbins got it. Boy, the middle of the paint opened up, and Gribbins just took it right in. The lead to 15 points right now, 52-37. Gilbert turned into a trap, and the ball pops free, and it's still free, and it's still free, and it's going to be picked up now by Gilbert. And the whole thing started with Gilbert, and then he turned it over twice in one sequence. Up ahead, and got it at the other end. That was Everett with the finish. Yeah, Mercado throws over to Balestra. There's a 1-on-2. Balestra offense, good call, very good call. He did the same thing. He looked, lowered the shoulder, and then dove into the player. If they keep their natural motion and just go to the hole, they'll get the call for them. MSJ point out there, they've had two different variations of traps going on. They pulled out pressure in the back court. Now they'll let Montpelier come up with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Montpelier down by 13. Everett up and Everett short. Ball might have been tipped. Here comes MSJ on the run. Mercado up ahead to Margolin to the bucket. Oh, what a pass and play. Margolin from Mercado. M&M will have to call that combination. And that's two fast guys getting it down the floor. It's going to be MSJ basketball as it goes off from Everett's hands out of bounds. And Balestra will get it into Margolin. They might as well pull the press off if they're going to allow him to get the ball at the floor like that so easily. They might as well just set up a half-court press at that point, a half-court defense. 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Margolin back out to Balestra, sets, fires, and no, rebound. Taken out of there by Everett. Good box out by Everett. Finds Segali, head up all the way, crosses the timeline, snaps the pass off to Gribbins. Gribbins wants to go back to Everett. He sees the baseline, and whoa! Well, I tell you, Coach got a question to ask, and I got to tell you, there was a lot of contact on the baseline. No whistle on the play. Oh, you can feel it getting intense here. Nice catch by Mercado. Spins away from the contact. Dishes the ball off to Reedy. He'll step. This is his shot. Oh, got sealed off and no. Tip up by Mercado. Got inside and tipped it up and in like a 7-footer. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter, and it's been an all-MSJ third quarter. Margolin will pick up the foul on the reach. Yeah, so it's going to stop the clock with 21.5 seconds to go, and that'll be the 16th foul. First on Margolin, 6 on the team, and 56-39 Mounties with the lead. Oh, Everett passed up the 3. Reedy came out, and they go baseline, and well, I tell you, bodies flying, bodies hitting the floor, and each coach, both now asking questions on the lack of whistles. 11 seconds left, third quarter action, and Gilbert went right to Balestra in the middle of the floor. He'll get up to Mercado. He's been hot. He's done that very well too. Draw defense to him, and then look at Reedy with the steal. Reedy with the steal, Mercado with the ball. The buzzer will go off. Mounties will have a 56-39 lead over Montpelier heading into the fourth quarter of play. I'm Munger Vision. MSJ looking for their first win under new head coach Pat Paquette. 8 minutes away from being able to deliver that. Montpelier. Again, they were the comeback kids in the first round here against Fairhaven. You know, they fell a point short, but bring them back in there and well rested. No lead is safe, but it all starts early here when you're down by 17. Gilbert, being ridden, gets it to the free throw line, goes to Reedy. Reedy wants the baseline. When Lean took it away, Lean able to force the pass up to Mercado. Got it, Mercado! I believe now in the 2 games he's at 10 3-pointers in the 2 games. And if he's not doing it from the outside, he's doing it from the inside. Lean up and can't get the finish. Lean had a nice little bunny and couldn't finish it off. And Gilbert hits the deck, will pop back up. Margolin's got the basketball, and he's going to break the timeline, go between circles, go back behind the back, between the legs, give it off to Reedy. Reedy will plant, hook, and get it on a hook. Oh, they have found a new offensive go-to person here, and you don't ever have enough scores, but they have found in these first 2 varsity games, Chris Reedy has just been very under control and very good player out there for MSJ. 61-39 the Mounties. Martin got double team, kicked the back out. Mercado there defensively. Reedy will help out, and I tell you, they're getting a little desperate offensively, Montpelier now, and here comes Balestra, told to push the ball. Gets it into the front court to Margolin. Margolin works off the elbow on the left side, inside the arc, and he's not going to get the bounce this time, and Gilbert's going to get called for the push. Well, I think it is. Let me see who it is. Yeah, it is Gilbert. Okay, and that's the 1-1, so MSJ will now send Montpelier to the line for the rest of the evening. This will be Brigham at the line, number 5, and again, you need any comeback, it can start right here. You need the free throws. So Brigham, who's seen limited action tonight, will get that first one to drop. For the Mounties, it's Gilbert, Mercado, Reedy, Balestra, and Margolin on the court right now for Coach Paquette. And he'll get 1 and 2, and it's going to be off from Martin out of bounds, and it'll be MSJ basketball. I don't see no reason at all why you won't see a full-out press now the rest of the way from Montpelier. So down by double digits. And boy, it almost came up with a turnover. Margolin to Mercado. To the basket. Got it. Oh, he's got a nice touch on the ball. He senses the pressure coming too and delivers the ball to the hole just at the nick of time. Brigham gets it down to Lean, ball fakes, and there's the finish. Nice press break, and that was all made possible by that little ball fake to let Reedy go flying by, and then went off the glass and in. Mercado with a super lob. Then Mercado going to the hole, and the wraparound pass will be chased down by Balestra. Margolin, Balestra to the basket, and we'll give him an assist, yeah. Everybody tipping it around, and Reedy will come back down with it. I'm not sure if that got slapped out of his hands or what, but there will be a foul called down. Shots at the other end. Stops the clock with 5:57 to go. We'll get Jim here with the call. That's going to be Reedy called for the foul, and that will send Montpelier to the line. Sigali at the scores table. He'll be coming in. It's a 1-1, so he can come in now at this juncture of the shot. And that will send Lean to the line, number 33. And for Montpelier coming out is Parker, Evan Parker, number 15. Just a tad under 6 minutes to go. And a 63-42 MSJ lead in the consolation game at the MSJ Tip-Off Tournament 2007. And boy, they needed free throws. It didn't happen. Balestra got the rebound, and he needs some help, and he'll just give it off to Mercado on the far side. Mercado will bring it up in the front court and hand the ball off to Margolin. Margolin will be guarded by Sigali of Montpelier. Montpelier in the dark uniforms, and MSJ in the white. See Balestra play with his back to the basket. Turns, everything but the bucket. Did everything but the bucket. Here comes Brigham. Brigham got to the paint, got sealed off, curled it back out. We'll go to Sigali. Got between circles, off to Parker, and no. That's going to be a push from behind call right there. And that wasn't Parker. I apologize. That was Everett. There's the push from behind. That is going to be the 6th team foul. on Montpelier. Excuse me, that's the 5th team foul on Montpelier, so there's no shots coming up for MSJ. They'll just get the ball possession on the baseline. 3rd foul on Martin for Montpelier. And there's Carter with the basketball back in the, that's what the change for MSJ was. Carter came back in the basketball game. Mercado's killed the dribble, finds Balestra, and he's working out the screen set by Carter. Carter set the screen, then rolled, was open, and gave him the basketball. Margolin with 5:10 to go on the clock. Going to look for his 20th point. Nope, won't happen. And Martin there, able to get the basketball. Good hustle to get the loose ball. Long pass front court. Everett for a 2-point shot. Left it short. Rebound picked up on. There's the finish. Nice job by Everett. That's called following your shot up. Yep, he missed from the outside, followed up, and it's going to be off from Everett out of bounds. And Montpelier 63-44 down by 19. See if they got that spark they need right now. As Margolin will bring it back to Balestra, and they'll work their way up against the press to Mercado. They want to go back to the middle of the floor, now up front on the wing. Oh, he had to pass to Carter and didn't give him the basketball. They elect to take a long 3, no good. Rebound will be Gabino. And I'll tell you, if they gave it to Carter the first time they looked, he would have had a layup. Gabino will come over in the corner, and it's going to be Everett. Faked outside, took the baseline, dished off to Martin. He had the ball knocked away from behind, and then from the floor, Martin dove and knocked the ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay down this end of the floor, they say. So it will be Montpelier ball.
Trap the corner if it goes to the corner.
And we're nearing the midway point. We're at 4:19. Gabino, ball fake, got inside, drew the foul. Yeah. The ball fake set the whole thing up. And it'll be foul will be on Carter. And now Dowling coming in the basketball game. Yeah, he's got to wait for the second shot. Yeah, he has to wait for the second shot. Sean Dowling, number 20, will be back at the scorer's table for Montpelier. That's 4 on Carter. That's good. And I think they want timeout in MSJ. Yes, they do. So we'll follow Margolin back to the huddle. We'll let him get settled in, and we will read the roster for you. Probably the last time tonight. But I'll start off with number 11. It's Jared Margolin. Number 12 is Nick Webster. Number 13 is Ryan Carter. Ben Benedict will wear 14. Alan Saltis saw limited action in that first half. He's number 15. Nolan Rhodes is 20. Jacob Balestra, 21. Brandon Mercado having a big night offensively. He's 22. Ryan Gilbert, 23. Chris Reedy, 24. Ben Sexton, 25. And Ryan Ritter will wear number 30. And we'll just pick the ball back up with Jimmy Shortle down there. The official's been a well officiated job tonight by both Chris and Jim. And Gabino at the line, and he'll get set for his free throws. Second free throw now. 5 team fouls on MSJ. Oh no, 5 team fouls on Montpelier, 9 on MSJ. And he'll get them. Gabino will convert, and now they'll set the press up. Nobody picked up Balestra. He'll easily get the ball in the front court. And Dowling able to knock it down momentarily. Can't possess it. Picked up by Margolin. He'll dish it off to Carter. He'll go to the hole and get fouled. What a dish by Margolin. And yeah, a lot of smiles after that, and Carter at the line where he's already 2 for 2 tonight from the free throw line. And 2 shots coming up for the big guy. And this first one's going to be a little bit short. That keeps the lead at 63-46. Second shot up by Carter will be good. Well, he's 3 or 4 tonight from the free throw line. And Dowling got the ball inside to the steal by the Mounties and the knockaway by Sigali. And they got the ball into Brigham, and then the ball stolen away from Brigham. And Sigali saved today with the block. And 3:59 to go. Mercado will take the ball out of bounds for MSJ in the white uniforms in and finishes it off. They got it in on the inbounds play. Nobody paid attention to Carter, and I don't know how you can miss somebody so big, but he got in there and then he's kissed off the glass and in. Good game by Carter tonight. And Sigali will get it in the corner, and this is Everett. Got it! Everett for a swish from the outside. And at the scorer's table is Kyle Martin getting set to check in for Montpelier. And this will be Martin's first appearance in the tournament. 66-49. It's looking more and more like MSJ is going to be able to give their head coach, Pat Paquette, his first win as the varsity coach at MSJ. Look at Carter. Did he do it? No. Can he do it again? Fades away and foul on the floor. 2 more shots coming up for Carter. So Ryan, number 13, at the line. 3 of 4 tonight from the free throw line. And he has hustled all night long. Done a good job of getting up and down the floor. That's 2 shots, so they have to wait on the second shot. And that's the 3rd foul on Brigham. So he's picked up his 3rd foul with 3:17 to go in the 4th quarter, and that shot's going to be a little bit short. Now, I know he's strong enough to reach the basket. That just slipped out of his hands. 3 of 5 and counting. Got it. 67-49. Gabino will kick the ball back out. Sigali catches, fires, no good. Battle for the rebound. Montpelier will go up. Gabino again, no. 2 chances, couldn't convert. Carter will get the ball, dribble out of traffic, get the pass up to the mid-court stripe, picked off by Sigali. And now Dowling has his ball knocked away from behind, and Carter dribbles it off his foot. Oh, he's just a fun kid to talk with. He's not upset with me. He'd just be upset with himself, but he's a good catcher. Oh, quick whistle, got a foul call, got a hold called, and he just fouled out. So Carter fouled out, and tell you what, they got his money's worth out of him tonight. He played an excellent ball game on the boards, defensively from the free throw line, shooting from the field, did a good job. Now Rhodes is going to come in for Carter, and all right, we're all set. So Dowling at the line. And it's 2 shots anyways, because it's the 10th team foul plus, in fact, the shooting and all that good stuff. So he'll be up and got it. 2:50 left in the basketball game. Mounties up by 67-50, up by 17. And that will go. Got 2 for 2, and Reedy will get the ball on the Balestra. Tell you, go down through that lineup, and MSJ's done a nice job all the way around tonight. They played Friday, so they made Saturday, Sunday, and Monday's practices really pay off. They've looked much sharper, much more sure of what they're doing out there. A lot more contributions offensively from a lot of different people. So things looking up. They can only get better. Early season action. They'll come off to Margolin. I think one thing, whether he makes it or not, is the fact that Margolin decided to take a lot more shots tonight, and he's had a good night point-wise. And they'll come back off now to Brigham. Brigham will get it off to Sigali. That shot up, no good. Reedy, rebound, 1 and out. That's another area MSJ's improved on here in the second half. They've done a much better job than they did in the first half of boxing out. 2 minutes even to go in the basketball game. I'm at the Convent Avenue Gym. You're probably sitting in your living room. If it's late at night, you might be laying in bed watching the game, but you're watching the consolation game on Munger Vision on PEGTV channel 15. And Rhodes tried to spin it up and in, no good. Reedy muscled it away, got the shot in. Now, you can hear the hand slap on hand, and we'll have a whistle. The play will stop, and we'll have free throws coming up. On the arm, you see Jim with the call, and we'll walk it back down, and I think it's going to be Dowling again, number 20 at the line for Montpelier. Again, you can think back when it was 15-all, and Montpelier had a nice little spurt after that, but then MSJ in that second quarter, especially from the midway point of the second quarter on, really found a rhythm on their offensive game. Number 10 coming in the ball game is Vanya Popovic for Montpelier, and Popovic seeing his first action of the tournament. And Hal Smith, I forgot to mention, came in the last break in the action for Montpelier. And that's going to be picked up on the turnover, and Brigham will give it back, and Dowling will get the strong finish. Well, he took it strong to the hole. 67-55. Oh, Margolin ridden hard. Count it, count it, count it, Margolin. Oh my goodness, he was off like a NASCAR driver. Just blew by everybody. Got a little push from behind, went beyond the backboard, able to come back with a spinner on the ball and get enough English on it to get it in. Now he's got a chance for a 3-point play. That was quite a move right there by Margolin. He'll get it. Now it'll be a 3-point play, 70-55. Lead at 15. Bring him. We'll get the ball up top to Popovic, and they'll play a little toss and catch and bring him behind the arc. The Popovic ball tip comes down, and Reedy gets there defensively and takes away Halsmith's shot. Pass over the top. Popovic will collide with Mercado, and that'll be a foul. Now we'll stop the clock with 1:17 to go. Yeah, and 2 shots coming up for Montpelier. And so Vanja Popovic will be a little shy with that first shot. And 25 getting set to come into the basketball game is Kevin Q. So Kevin Q for Montpelier seen some time here in the tournament. And he'll replace Brigham. So after a tight ball game with Fairhaven, Montpelier just never really got on track for 3 of the 4 quarters. Dowling rebound, Dowling left hand, Dowling finish. Boy, classic example right there, just going hard for the ball. Nobody boxing out for MSJ. 13-point lead for the Mounties, 70-57. But Lester will come up top, and it looks like they're going to run a little motion up top and let that clock tick down. It's below a minute right now. It's 57 seconds to go, and see, there is no shot clock in the state of Vermont. Margolin will go behind the back and keep the ball alive against Popovic, and then give it off to Mercado. Mercado and Balestra. And we'll just watch the time tick down to 44 seconds. I'm not really sure what the sense would be in the foul right now. And that could be why Montpelier is electing just to play and chase defense right now. Mercado gave the ball off to Rhodes, who wasn't expecting it, and it's going to be picked up by Popovic. He'll turn. Reedy will take it away from him, and they'll bring the ball back. I believe it'll fall down in the paint. I just need a jersey number from Chris. Popovic will pick up the foul. Reedy will be at the line. And again, another solid performance by Popovic, or by Reedy of MSJ. Foul on Popovic, his second. Saltis, Sexton, and Gilbert at the scores table. Getting set to check in for MSJ. That shot good. Good job. Lester, Margolin, and Rhodes coming out. And again, a nice little round of applause from the hometown fans. 71-57. Mercado coming out now. Yeah, and they all played very well. The whole team. Excellent job tonight. We'll give Pat Paquette his first varsity win at MSJ. And hopefully the first of very many, many more. And it'll go through also. 72-57, 25 seconds go. Popovic got the ball in bounds, and this is Hal Smith from the outside, and he'll be off the mark, and he'll be a long rebound. Saltis will chase it down and get the ball to Reedy. Reedy wants to find Rhodes. And Rhodes, I guess he's going to be designated point guard. He's going to bring it up now, and they'll run a little motion up top with Gilbert. 10 seconds to go in the basketball game, and the Mounties are going to win the consolation game in their own tournament. They'll go into Sexton, fades away, partially blocked. You're going to hear the horn sound in 2 seconds, 1 second, and it's going to be an MSJ win. Strong ball game from start to finish for the Mounties. Congratulations to MSJ. Good job by Montpelier. The Mounties will get the consolation victory. And the final score, 72-57. Get out there and support your local student athletes, or any student athlete actually, and always support Munger Vision.